He's the son of this man who's a cult-like figure in a cult-like situation of mercenaries that live high up in the mountains. The whole town is protected by mercenaries. They live there in silence. They keep the outside world out. I would imagine he grew up with a lot of wealth, grew up with a lot of secrecy, a lot of regret probably, or at least came to the point in his life where he looked at it as regret. A lot of murder, a lot of secrets, a lot of buried bodies, a lot of skeletons in the closet. But whatever he went through to get to that point, he's willing to fight everyone so that his daughter can remain an innocent daughter as long as possible. And it kind of mirrors, I guess, Anna's story in a way. She's willing to fight everyone, sort of like John Wick's fighting everyone, not just one guy or girl. But she's doing it for revenge, and he's doing it to keep his daughter away from that world. And I think when their two worlds collide, when she shows up in this hotel where there's not supposed to be fighting, which I'm guessing is the last place he ended up, because now everybody knows he's there and the bounty's gone up so high. When those two characters cross, it's kind of like a godsend for him. It's kind of like, what do you want? And then he's like, come on, please help me, and you know what I mean? So he kind of got lucky right there, you know what I'm saying?
When you get the call to join this franchise through this film, what components do you need to know about the project before you do say yes?
Well, I just seen Anna in Blonde in France, because I was filming in France. I went to a little private screening of that movie with that director and another director, and I was watching her in that movie, and I was like, she's so brave. Like, she's fearless in that movie. If you take her and put her in the John Wick world, she's going to bring that same fearlessness to this world, and I knew it would be what it was, and it was perfect. It was like she's not afraid to go there, and this is a very physical movie. It's there's a lot of choreography, there's a lot of tone, there's a lot of mood that you need to keep up. It's got a certain style to it, and she brought that character that she has into this. So I think that I knew this was going to be good. I'd worked with Lynn before. I'm a big fan of the John Wick movies already. So I knew it would be good. I knew it would be fun. And then when I met Anna, I was like, oh, we're going to get on great. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. You know, so it was easy like that.
I feel like stunt teams, stunt doubles are kind of like the unsung heroes of the film industry. You know, occasionally get their
they're getting
dues,
an award now. They're being nominated for, which is awesome.
Rightly so, right?
Yeah.
And obviously you've worked with many over the years. How did you find your interaction with your stunt doubles on this, with the stunt team within this film?
Yeah, I mean, they're all, even the weapons experts, everybody, they're the best of the best. So you knew you were in good hands. They were like, how do you feel about shotguns? I'm like, I know shotguns. You know, I've used these for a long time. But you feel very safe, you know? He's like, take your shoes off. This is the battle scene. We're gonna throw you through that. And I'm like, well, this is sharp, that's sharp. And then you kind of have to memorize all the math of it. Because, you know, you're here and you're like, stay down, baby. That cues this fight to happen, which cues that fight to happen, which cues this to explode. It's all down to the moment. So you kind of have to memorize all the math of it, and then you have to let it go and put your chin down and go to work. So it's you feel very safe going into it, and the stunt team is fantastic. The weapons guy is fantastic, but there's a lot going on, you know.
Yeah. You mentioned previous to working with Anna, you know, you knew her as a brave actress.
Yeah.
What did you learn about her from actually interacting and sharing the screen with her?
She's very first off, she's very personable. She's very polite, but her work ethic is on point, because to be in that role, just even on set, you sort of set the tone, right? And if she's 1,000%, they're 1,000%, they're 1,000%, and she's easy to be around, but she works hard. Like, she really kicks ass in this movie. She really does a lot of her own stuff. She's not afraid to get dirty, you know what I mean? So she's a joy to work with.
And obviously, we've seen many characters kind of like come and go throughout these this run of films. Do we hope that Daniel Pine is one that might return one day without...
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Of
Yes,
course we do.
Of course we do.
And finally for me, if I can.
No, you're totally fine. I'm so sorry. Keep going. You've actually got 2 more minutes.
Oh, well, Joe, I'm going to go back a bit then.
Cool.
It was kind of teased in the promos for this and then kind of later revealed that John Wick is part of this film. What do you think Keanu Reeves' involvement within Ballerina actually brings to the project? What does it tell audiences, do you think?
Well, it's a John Wick movie. I feel like his involvement in it shows how much he believes in it as well, which is fantastic. But he worked with Ana a lot off camera, on camera. It's when you have Keanu, who is John Wick, supporting your John Wick movie, you got all the elements of success. You've got Ana kicking ass, you've got him in it, you've got Ian in it, you've got the world in it. Like it's a no-brainer.
And obviously, you're no stranger to an action sequence within films. What is your lasting memory of shooting Ballerina going to be? Was there any particularly challenging stunts which are going to stick with you? Any injuries as well?
Yeah, there were some injuries, but I think they were all my fault. I'm kind of a clumsy guy anyway. It's like I said, it's a different fighting style than what I'm used to. Like Walking Dead is very sloppy. This is very choreographed. There's a lot of elements to this, but there was a moment when we were about to film, Anna and I just destroying this room, and lots of bodies were flying, and Lynn's like, "Okay, you're gonna do this barefoot," and I'm like, "Okay." And, I'm thinking of the story and all the ice cream that's been sent to the room from room service, and I'm in here with my little girl forever, and I was like, "We should paint my toes. My toenails should be painted," because my daughter would have painted my toes, so we did rainbow toenails. That was fun, and he was like, "Okay, cool."
That's actually beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good idea, right?
And finally, from me, why should UK and Irish audiences go out and see this in the cinema? Not just wait until it's out on streaming. Why should we go out and watch this film?
I think these movies demand that you watch them in a theater. I mean, the experience is way different in a theater when you can feel it and you can hear it. You can feel the gunshots. You can feel the efforts put in by the actors during a fight sequence. You can feel the emotion better. I would prefer to see every movie in a giant, loud movie theater, and this one sort of demands it. You know what I mean?
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time,
it's
Norman.
my pleasure.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys! Hey, you guys!